Hello, it's Peter Wright and Kathleen Beauvais with another weekly wrap-up for Health Declassified. So first, let's say hello to Kathleen. Hi, Kathleen. How are you doing on this lovely summer day?
I'm wonderful. Thank you so much, Peter. And thank you all so very much for tuning in. We so appreciate having you. And Peter, shall I jump right into my health tip of the day?
Yes, but I forgot to say that we are coming to you for the week ending the 18th of July, 2025.
Yes.
Wow. The year is moving away from us. You go for it. Go into your deep dive, Kathleen.
Well, Peter, I know that you do this on a regular basis, and that is consume some apple cider vinegar. And that's what I want to talk to you today about
Good.
benefits of consuming apple cider vinegar. So this is an article from Dr. Mercola's website, and we will provide a link to the full article below this video. But I just wanted to give you a little bit of some of the highlights here. And it says apple cider vinegar is made by fermenting apples using yeast and sugar. It's 94% water and contains small amounts of minerals like calcium, iron, magnesium, zinc, sodium, potassium, and natural sugar. Acetic acid is the primary beneficial component. It comprises 5 to 6% of the vinegar and is believed to be responsible for the majority of its benefits.
Mm.
Acetic acid acts as an antimicrobial agent and weight management aid. It also contains antioxidants, phenolic compounds, and probiotics, and these components are responsible for its antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, and gut-supporting effects. So raw apple cider vinegar contains what they call the mother, that is the cloudy sediment that forms at the bottom of the bottle. This mass of bacteria forms during fermentation and provides multiple health benefits as it contains healthy probiotics, enzymes, and nutrients. And I'm just going to show you
Mm.
my bottle of apple cider vinegar. It's an organic brand. And as you can see, for those of you watching this video, I am demonstrating where this cloudy substance
Hmm.
called the mother is located at the bottom of the bottle. So if you see that, it's not that it's bad at all. In fact, that's what you want to see in raw apple cider vinegar, and it's great. In fact, you can use this mother in order to make more apple cider vinegar, but that's a different story. So let me carry on. So, as I mentioned, apple cider vinegar does support digestion. It actually helps support blood sugar balance, heart health management, skin benefits, and as I mentioned, antibacterial effects. It makes you feel fuller longer by slowing gastric emptying and stabilizing your energy after meals.
Ah.
Just 1 tablespoon daily, diluted in 8 ounces of water, helped participants lose weight, shrink waistlines, and eliminate digestive symptoms in under 30 days, according to a recent study. So, the apple cider vinegar's active compound, which I mentioned, acetic acid, improves insulin sensitivity and reduces fat formation by helping the body burn glucose more efficiently and store less fat after meals. It works topically also around your home, so use it to treat dandruff, reduce nasal congestion, sanitize toothbrushes, and
Mm.
soothe bloating, acid reflux, or minor infections. And you would use that diluted, of course. So it says here consuming undiluted vinegar can damage your teeth and esophagus. And combining it with medications like insulin or diuretics can dangerously lower potassium levels. So there's a tip. Drink the concoction with a straw and then brush your teeth after you've consumed the drink. So there you have it, Peter. It's I and in fact this you know how people make a vinaigrette for their salads using olive oil and vinegar? Well, instead of using white vinegar, why not replace it with apple cider vinegar? It
Yeah,
makes
good point.
wonderful salad dressing. Try it.
Wow, thanks, Kathleen. And yes, and I guess I've been having a teaspoon in a glass of water. That my first glass of water After breakfast, well, I don't have breakfast, but after my morning tea, my first glass of water that I bring up to my office here has a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. And I find it quite refreshing, more so than straight tap water. And then what I also do is I have another tablespoon in a glass of water before my meal at night
Mhm.
because, as you said, it helps with digestion. So, and I've done a number of things. I'm eating a more healthy diet. I've started intermittent fasting a few months back or several months back, and my apple cider vinegar has been having that for about a year, I guess. And I have lost 20, with all that combination, plus exercise, I've lost 20 pounds in the last 8 or 9 months. So it all seems to work and go together for me. So thank you for that tip. And of
Well,
course,
I just want to make one mention. I talked about the vinaigrette for your salad. Well, here's my favorite recipe. So if you
mhm,
take a third of a cup of olive oil, 3 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, a tablespoon of Dijon mustard, a
mhm,
tablespoon of maple syrup, put in a little bit of shallot in the dressing as well. It makes a wonderful, tasty dressing, and it's homemade. That's the best part. Salt
that's
and
the good
pepper to
part.
taste. There you go.
Well done. Oh, I must try that too. Not that I do much in the kitchen, but worth a try. And just for everyone's benefit, I get our apple cider vinegar at our local health store, because I don't know if you can get the good stuff, the organic stuff at supermarkets. Can you?
Yep, you can. In fact, this
You
came
can.
from the supermarket, and it is in
Okay.
fact organic. Yes.
Okay. I just wondered about that. Okay. Thanks, Kathleen. Well, I have got a couple that I picked up. The first one could be controversial. I'm just going to report what I read. And that is, I think it was another Dr. Mercola article that he believes Google is hiding natural health websites and articles because he was saying that how many thousands of hits they used to get on their website every day a little while back, and now that's vastly reduced. And they believe it's due to manipulation of the algorithms that are steering people away from natural health articles. Is that fact or not? I don't know. I haven't done enough research, but it's concerning all the same. And we know that there's all sorts of other censorship going on in the media. So who knows? So for those of you who follow natural health news and websites, you might have to dig a little deeper in your research to find what you're looking for. That was one. The other one that I find equally fascinating is that coffee may slow aging, and coffee improves your gut health, helps prevent Parkinson's, and helps prevent muscle loss. The optimum being 2 to 4 cups a day. And as Kathleen and I were saying when before we started recording, that you see two different viewpoints on coffee. Some experts believe it's bad for you, or the caffeine is bad for you, and some say it's beneficial. This one seems to think that between 2 and 4 cups a day is better for you than not having coffee, whatever. And leading on from that, when I saw the bit about prevention of Parkinson's, I looked further into Parkinson's disease, and this is an article from Epoch Health. And I didn't realize that Parkinson's is the second most common neurodegenerative condition in North America after Alzheimer's, with 1.1 million Americans suffering from it. I didn't realize it was that extensive. I really didn't. So those are my two little health tips. Now, Kathleen, the reason we don't have a health tip this week, Kathleen, is that Dr. Morse, who we normally promote because we both use his products and we love his products, has changed his whole business model. I don't know exactly why. Something's happened, and he's in the process of reorganizing his business, his websites, and everything else. And he assures us that his products will soon be available yet again, perhaps under a different branding. That's all we can tell you, and that's why we're not recommending a Dr. Morse product this week. We have a few other products that we do recommend, and we will be picking some of those up in future episodes. And that's it from anything else on the health side, Kathleen?
No, I think that's it for this week, Peter.
Okay, so let's tell you what's been happening on Health Declassified this week. Well, we didn't have a guest episode. We had a guest episode last week, and that was Elaine Uskoski on the hazards of online gaming addiction, and she had experience with her son. She also wrote a blog post with more information, which is on our website, and she has come up with a good plan to help get young people out of this addiction. It's not easy, but she also tells you signs that you should look for if you're worried about someone you know having that addiction. So that's a really good episode to watch. Coming up next week will be Dr. Ebru Kapazoglu, and she is a doctor, but she's a skincare health specialist, and she has developed her own products, natural products, to help you protect your skin. That's a good one coming up next week. And then the week after that will be will be Susie Kundrat, who tells you how to eat, move, and groove more effectively for a better balanced life. She's a good one. The week after that's Dr. Elliot Justin, who's come up with a device that helps men perform better. We won't go into a lot of detail now. You need to get onto that episode when it comes up in 3 weeks' time, and you'll find out all about that. And then just bringing up 5 weeks' time will be Dr. Jeff Gross talking about stem cell therapy, and that's really a fascinating episode. It's amazing what he and a small team can do to repair parts of your body with stem cell therapy.
Mm-hmm.
That's our lineup coming up. And then, of course, we always recommend a book. Now, I'm going to plug my own book this week. I wrote a book called 5 Steps to Thriving on Adversity, and this is stories of my life in Africa. And I had a really adventurous, sometimes frightening, sometimes dangerous life in Africa. There's a few stories there and lessons I learned on how to handle the tough stuff, which have really done me a lot of good in my life. So it's not on Amazon. Amazon, for some reason, dropped it, but it's on my website, peterwrightsblog.com, and you can order it directly from there. We'll put a link to that in the description of this episode.
And Peter,
Kathleen,
I must jump in and also give a plug for your book, Peter, because of course I've read it from cover to cover, and it's a fascinating story, Peter. What's interesting is that this is the type of story that movies are made from, but this was real life. This was your life. And I'm still in awe of what you've experienced in Africa. And anyways, I won't give it away because I think everybody should read it. And it's also, oh my goodness, it's a lesson. It's a lesson to us all of what can happen if we allow our freedoms to be taken over. I'll just leave it there.
absolutely. No, thank you. Thank you for that, Kathleen. No, you're right. And when I've done some public speaking gigs and mentioned my book, I think the bottom line is that, as I found out, no matter how secure or comfortable you think your life may be, in a heartbeat, the whole thing can be overturned. So you have to have the skills to negotiate that and to overcome and to get on with it. No matter what happens, you've got to pick yourself up and get going. And there's some scary things happening in the world. So I think it's important for everyone to learn these skills. And sadly, a lot of them are no longer taught in schools, right? You have to pick them up as we go along. Anyway, that's enough for me. So the book will be a link, and it's on peterwrightsblog.com. And until next week, thank you for watching and listening. And I'll hand over to Kathleen for the final goodbye.
Well, thank you so much once again for tuning in. And until next week, as Peter mentioned, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.